Hello and welcome back to Axel Excels. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a little over a month. My IRL needed focus and I needed time to work on that. However, I have now found a balance of my YouTube career as well as my IRL, so it can be perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 comes out in just a few weeks, so I thought now would be a good time as any to do a ranking of the 15 original songs made for Season 1 of this Prime original. I am aware that there are 16 original songs in total, however the reprise I will not be including in this video. So without any further ado, this is my ranking of Hazbin Hotel's Season 1 original songs ranked from worst to best. Please note that these are just my opinion, and music is a very subjective matter, normally, so it's very subjective. With that out of the way, on with the show. Number 15, Welcome to Heaven. This song was made to introduce the audience to heaven and was performed by Darren Criss as St. Peter, Patina Miller as Sarah, and last but not least, performances by Shoba as Emily. The song was, in my opinion, the worst of the 15 original songs made for this season. The reason I hate it so much is that it's not so much the lyrics, it's more so the instrumentals and vocals itself. No hate on Darren Criss, but St. Peter's zest is so annoying here. Heck, he even does this weird moan thing at the 25-second mark into the song. Emily was your average Disney princess vocals, and Sarah has one line in this entire song, so she doesn't make or break the song for me. The song being under a minute makes it not very re-listenable, as even if you do somehow like this song to repeatedly listen to, you're gonna get sick of it rather quickly, since it will get repetitive fast upon repeated listens. As for the theming, it's essentially just Glazes Heaven as usual. The one part of this song I enjoyed wasn't the song at all. It was actually when Emily held Charlie's hand and Vaggie nearly crashed out with envy over it. Well, good to know that she's protecting her wifey, I suppose. Number 14, Happy Day in Hell. This song was the first song in the Prime series, and I'm not really a big fan of it. This song was performed by Erica Henningsen as Charlie. The song isn't bad inherently. It is a bit better than the last entry on this list. However, the song is not bad on its own. I don't really care for Charlie's Disney princess singing like voice. It's not that it's bad, it's just annoying to me. I hate the Disney princess vocals she delivers in the song. I'm just pretty much a hater of this type of happy-go-lucky, overly optimistic singing. Another reason I don't like this song is Vaggie. I don't know if it's Stephanie Beatriz was sick or something when recording her vocals for this song, but for some reason her vocals sound like she's disgusted. It sounds like she doesn't even sound like Stephanie. Also, the F-bomb felt very forced by Charlie. Why? Why was this said? And the last lyric goes on way too long. It's so high-pitched and it goes on so long, I thought it was going to crack glass I was holding. However, despite all my criticism of the song, I did actually like how the jazzy style of the instrumental and vocals the song takes on the latter half of it. And that kind of saves it for me from being the absolute worst on this list. Number 13, it starts with Sorry. Oh great, another annoying one. I also didn't like this song. This song was performed by Erica Henningsen and Alex Brightman as Serpentius, Stephanie Beatriz as Vaggie, and last but not least, the zesty spider himself, Blake Roman, as Angel Dust. I remember skipping this one within seconds of hearing it when I first watched this season in 2024, but after listening to it in its entirety, I don't blame myself for skipping it at all, as I certainly wasn't missing out on any sick beats here. That's for sure. As I previously bitched about, I don't like the Charlie Disney singing princess voice. Nothing on Erica or Charlie, Disney just makes me hate this voice. But the lyrics and message are very sweet, and even though most of Serpentius' vocals overlap with Charlie, I really do like his singing voice. Alex Brightman cooked here. That and another redeeming quality of the song, pun not intended, is how Vaggie and Angel just cut the BS and just resort to wanting to murk Serpentius. It's actually pretty funny to me, as Charlie basically says, yeah, that's an option as well. But yeah, slightly better than the last two songs on this list, but it's not something I ever see myself going back to re-listen to on repeated listens, unless I'm ranking it or something like I'm doing here. Number 12, More Than Anything. This is the first song on this ranking video that's actually considered full length, which I consider any song over 2 minutes and 30 seconds full length. More Than Anything was performed by Jeremy Jordan as Lucifer and Erica as Charlie once again, and this song is also the first decent one on my ranking. Charlie was much better here. Sure, she has that Disney princess singing like voice, but it's not that annoying in this one, since the lyrics are sweet and meaningful, and she isn't the only one singing in this song. The singing for her isn't overly optimistic like the typical Disney princess song is. As well, Jeremy Jordan did an amazing performance as Lucifer. The singing voice for him is actually very well done here, and it just further displays how strong of a father-daughter relationship he actually has with, Charlie. unlike a certain bird character in this universe. Hint, hint. Anyways, the lyrics were also fun since the more than anything lyric is used in different contexts throughout the song, which keeps the song fresh to me. The gradual uplifting tone was very nice to listen to. I also really liked how it gave us some more Charlie lore and how he was actually in her life. Again, hint, hint. Overall, pretty good song from season 1 that I have little to no complaints about. You didn't know. This song was performed by Charlie and Emily primarily, and additional vocals from Alex Brightman as the totally PG Adam. I will say this now, the song is absolute cinema. The song starts out pretty slow and reeking of that Disney princess singing vibe I bitched about earlier, in the form of Heaven's version of Charlie, which is, her name is Emily. However, Charlie and Emily's vocals were actually pretty good when they sang together, but the minute Luke got on the mic, the song goes from okay to peak. This dynamic duo's vocals is a bit of a tonal shift, but musicals tend to be like that, so that's not really bad inherently. The two of them play devil's advocate. We get a Hell is Forever lyric, which is the lyric of another original song made for the series. The best part of this song is when Emily and Charlie do a sampling of Hell is Forever, but in the context is on the other foot. It's on the other side of the argument. It is an amazing follow-up to that song. I have very few complaints about this song. I just kind of don't like how the climax of the song, Adam just gives up singing to reveal Vaggie is an angel. Like, he starts his sentence in a singing voice, and then he just kind of starts speaking normally while the instrumental continues. I don't know, for some reason, this kind of like annoyed me, but other than that, pretty good song. Number 10, Finale. This song was sung by Erica, Jeremy Jordan, Amir Taleh as Alistair, as well as Stephanie Beatriz as Vaggie, Blake Roman as Angel, and Keith David as Husk. This song was surprisingly decent, a great way to end the season. Slow and somber, my favorite vocals are probably from the V's. Fox's verse is just absolute cinema. His verse will be stuck in your head, believe me. Also, Alistair's verse also is very catchy, but it radiates aura as he licks his wounds and vows to rise up from the damage that he sustained from Adam. Lastly, I really like the small sampling of Happy Day in Hell, the last lyric of this song. I really do like when they sample and do callbacks to previous songs in the season. Some criticisms I do have are very far and few in between. I just wish that Alistair's verse was a bit better. That, and I would have liked a longer verse from the V's. However, I understand why they didn't have them too involved in the song, since the song is meant to be uplifting and optimistic rather than pessimistic. Number 9, Stayed Gone. This song was primarily sung by Alistair and Vox. This song was one of the best first few songs Season 1 had to offer us. For starters, it perfectly sets the stage for the Vox and Alistair rivalry going forward and during this season. The song greatly gives us some backstory of the battle between the two formats, with the song alluding to the fact that Alistair's radio format has long since disappeared in the age of television, but since he's back, Vox will do anything to make sure he stays gone for good. Funny thing about Vox is that I just can't help but compare him to Lex Luthor here. Vox is a tier 1 hater. He lives, breathes, and eats envy and hatred of Alistair, and that's so fun to see on full display in the song. If you're wondering who won this battle, it's obviously Alistair, who smokes Vox here, and doesn't even break a sweat, making Vox look like the weaker of the two formats, as Alistair just oozes with that aura of confidence and charisma, while Vox is just a starving hyena with all these insecurities. But the best verse is, in my opinion, has to be the final Alistair verse. Perfectly demonstrates who won this battle, and Vox even gives up in defeat, with all his bravado just completely deflating, which was pretty funny to watch. Number 8, Out for Love. This song was sung by Daphne Ruben Vega, sorry if I mispronounced that at all, who plays Carmine. And let me just say right now that this song was fire. Firstly, Daphne not only is a great voice actress for Carmilla, but her singing voice is even better. The song's best part is probably in the very beginning of the song, so the song does peak right away, but that does not mean it's bad by any means necessary. The message was nice, as it basically helps Vaggie gain her wings back for fighting for others instead of just trying to fulfill revenge like her original whole motivation was before. The song is unfortunately extremely short, and only being a minute and 30 seconds long. That and my only real other complaint is that I feel like Vaggie gains her wings back a little too quickly, just by singing. I felt that was kind of cheap. But other than that, then this song was one of the better songs of the season. I guess you could call it short and sweet. Number 7, Hell's Greatest Dad. This song was sung by Alistair and Lucifer. The song sees the two compete for Charlie's daughterly love and try to one-up each other to see who is in fact the better father figure for Charlie. The song was really good, one of the best ones from this season actually. Who had the better verse? Though I'm gonna have to say it was probably Lucifer. He simply has a better vocal performance than Alistair does. That, and I feel Alistair's radio demon effect voice, it kind of affects his singing talent for me. In this song specifically, Honestly, I feel like Alistair doesn't really care about Charlie or the hotel truly and just wants to one up on Lucifer, and the best way he can is to do that is just by stealing his daughter's love. Since Alistair knows he would get bodied by Lucifer like with no sweat and, hand-to-hand combat. Also, I just find Lucifer's verses way more catchy than Alistair's. However, the part I hate about this song that it prevents it from being any higher on this list is Mimsy's ending. Her singing at the end part. She interrupts the song, and I'm sorry, but I hate her loud and obtrusive opera-like performance at the very end of the song. It didn't really fit for me and has absolutely nothing to do with Lucifer and Alistair's competition and theming of the song in the first place. And seeing who's the better father figure. But overall, this one was one of the better songs of season 1. Number 6, ready for this. This song was primarily sung by Charlie. Remember how I hate Charlie's Disney princess singing like voice? Well, she doesn't have that all the time, but I guess the song's instrumental can determine whether or not I actually enjoy it. Since this song isn't overly happy-go-lucky, it's just uplifting and inspirational, instead of being unrealistically optimistic. She's simply confident in the song rather than having smiling depression, like how she did in Happy Day in Hell or whatever. Although brief, Alistair and Rosie's vocals are really good and enhance the resilient nature of the song. I also really liked how the song had backup vocals from the crowd. It gives that rising up, vibe and triumphant atmosphere that really fuels this whole song. Really good vocals as well, and there's never really a dull moment throughout the whole song, and I really just have next to no criticisms for it. Maybe we should have gotten a bit more vocals from Alistair and Rosie, and they were great support in the song rather than making it, just another Charlie single. Number 5, Whatever It Takes. No, I'm not talking about that amazing Imagine Dragons song, but this song was actually sung by Vaggie and Carmilla Carmine again. Absolute cinema. What, you want me to say more? Okay, fine. For starters, this was the first real song Vaggie sang in the season, to this extreme, I mean. And my goodness, Vaggie's vocals carries the song for me. Don't get me wrong, Carmilla did a good job too, but Vaggie just carries the song for me. Her singing voice is truly beautiful. The song is overall sad to me, but it's very uplifting and inspirational as it's very triumphant and sweet. I just love how the song has two different characters with two different goals, but the same method of achieving that goal, by doing whatever it takes. And as usual with the song, this high on this list, I really don't have really much else to criticize for it. I mean, I guess if I had to name one, I would say give Zestiel some more vocals in the song, since James Monroe, Goldheart, I'm so sorry, had a great vocal performance in the brief singing he did do in the show. Overall, one of the best Hazbin Hotel Season 1 songs, and it is a beautiful song that I love re-listening to. Number 4, Respectless. This song was sang by Velvet and Carmilla Carmine once again. During a meeting of Hell's Overlords, Velvet of the V's becomes very rowdy and disrespectful and doubles down as Carmilla tries to humble Velvet. This song is one of my favorites, so much in fact, that I actually had trouble placing it among the top 3. These top 4 songs were just really that good. Velvet's voice actress Lily Cooper's singing voice is amazing, and she perfectly channels that diva, disrespectful energy. Carmilla also really shined here as well, but let's be real, this is Velvet's moment in the spotlight. I just kind of wish that the song was a bit longer. It's rather short, only being about 1 minute and 30 seconds long. I mean, that's not very long at all. But it's short, but it's super sweet indeed. Hopefully they release an extended version someday. But, I have my doubts. Overall, one of the best songs of Season 1. However, the next 3 on this list take the cake for me. Number 3, Poison. This song is a single performance by Blake Roman as Angel Dust. This song was fucking peak. Blake Roman's performance and vocals were just top notch. This shit's got me and the boys dancing, no doubt. It also perfectly captures just how horrifying Valentino really is, and how terrible Angel's life has become. It's a single meaning only, Angel has vocals, but irregardless, he carries for sure. I just kind of wish the song was a bit longer. I mean, the song is about 2 minutes long, which is close to your average length, don't get me wrong, which I consider 2 minutes and 30 seconds, as I previously stated in this video. And 3 minutes and 30 seconds is like the max of full length before it goes into kind of what I consider overtime. But still, the song lasts just long enough to leave you satisfied. Pause, mega pause on that. Also makes me seriously wonder, why is the SA storyline of Angel's story taken seriously here, but when Serpentius was SA'd, it was supposed to be a joke and not taken seriously. That's a side tangent, but I know, however, that's a whole nother debate. Makes you wonder. But what is the whole Vivzy Pop SA double standard, though? I mean, come on now. Irregardless, this song, while having a dark undertone, the song is certainly peak and is definitely going in my playlist. Oh, actually, just checked, it's already in there. Number 2, Hell's Forever. This song was sung primarily by Alex Brightman as Adam. Let me just say this now, Alex's singing voice is absolutely carrying this song. Adam sings about his counter-argument to Charlie's hope to, end exterminations through her redemption program. Adam's message is flawlessly conveyed visually and vocally. Charlie has a few lines in the beginning of this song, but it's primarily an Adam song single. The best part of the whole song, in my opinion, has to be the final verse. Adam's voice, his vocals, is just peak right here, and Brightman does not disappoint. I love the final verse so much, in fact, that whenever I go back to listen to the song, I just skip to the end because, yes, it is really that good. Oh, one thing I would have liked from this song is maybe a few vocals from Lute. I mean, she dances in the background in this video, but we never really hear her sing. I mean, I suppose that they were just saving Lute's vocals for a rainy day, and I guess that would come in the form of You Didn't Know. But oh well, still peak song nonetheless. But there's one just a bit better. Loser Baby. This song was sung by Keith David as Husk and Blake Roman once again as Angel Dust. Now, I know you were all expecting this absolute masterpiece to be at number 1. I fucking love this song with all my heart. It's so good. This song has Angel and Husk finally bonding, and they can both relate that they are both trapped under someone and they can't break free from their contracts. The song's message is them accepting and bonding over the fact that they're considered losers by society. The vocals are absolutely top notch. I mean, Keith David sings here. I mean, is there any shocker that this is number 1? But don't get it twisted, Angel Dust carries this song just as much as Husk did. The best verse of the entire song for me, the one I could not stop replaying when the song first came out, is probably the second to last verse when they all are visually showing all their bad qualities on display, like with these neon lights. And my goodness, the jazzy style just slaps at this part. I mean, it's all jazzy style, this whole song is. At least that's what I think. It's really sweet to really see these two get along after being at each other's throats this whole season. I think they couldn't be more different, but they actually bonded by their shared losses in life. But at the end, they rid themselves of their self-loathing and finally accept themselves. This song is 3 minutes long, but feels short to me simply because of how good it is. I want more of this song, but I guess I'm just being spoiled in that regard. I legit couldn't think of any criticism for the song. Shocker, I know. It's just flawless in my opinion. I mean, let me think of one. We should have had you should let me sing in it. Yep, there it is. That's my criticism. Also on YouTube, there's a Jax and Pomni version from this person's channel. I forget, Kitten Sneeze, I think the channel's name is. Definitely go check them out, shouting them out, because that version is so good, but that's a whole side tangent. Well, my friends, that was my ranking of the 15 original songs made for the Season 1 of the Hazbin Hotel Prime series. At the end of this recording, Season 2's trailer just dropped today, and Season 2 is getting released on Prime Video October 29th. We are surely getting a new set of original songs. If this video performs well, which I kind of expect it to, I mean, I haven't uploaded in a while, but we'll see, I would be more than glad to do a part 2 to this video and rank all the Hazbin Hotel Season 2 original songs. As always, my friends, thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and this is me, Axel, signing off. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week.